Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. It is Friday, which means it's time for Chibi Friday, and it is the last round of work, I think, on Chibi Cliff Burton here, who I am drawing as a gift to my sister. And this is especially exciting because if I can finish this today, then I can go into my little over a week of summer vacation next week with no projects unfinished. It's just going to feel very satisfying. There's nothing that I'm stopping in the middle of. I mean, other than projects so huge that there's no way that I would have finished them. So, quick review about where we are so far. We got the ink done. Of course, the sketch was done in pencil first. Come on, camera. Work with me here. Thank you. Okay, so, pencil sketch, inked it, erased it, added more ink, then added some marker, and the first layer of shading, what I want to work on today, to begin with, is the second layer of shading, and then hopefully that'll be enough that I'll feel satisfied and we can move on to colored pencils. And then the final little touches, those little so satisfying touches of white ink at the very end to finish it off. Oh, and I gotta remember to sign it too, but it's not done yet, so I won't sign it yet. So I've got this little card where I swatched all the colors that I used last week so that I know exactly what I worked with in case I want to go back to any of these colors, and also so I can see them by themselves rather than in here, and that sort of helps me choose my next layer of colors. So just like with everything with coloring with alcohol-based markers or water-based markers, I am going to start with the lightest color first. So let's do a second layer or another step darker shading for his face. Although actually, give me a second because now that I'm sitting down, it's pretty warm in here. I gotta go turn my fan on real quick. It's under my desk. Okay, hopefully that'll hit me because it's plugged in over at the wall over there. And so I can't tell if it'll hit me because I have to walk on the other side of the room. I think it's getting me though. I feel a nice cool breeze. Okay, yay. And I guess I'll take a sip of my yummy mineral water. Oh look, my husband got me this Hamihura sticker from Anime Oasis. It goes perfectly with this water bottle. The color scheme, this is my favorite lady. Oh, Exie, hello! Hello, how are you? Yay! I'm so glad that I get to finish off my last week of work before vacation with you. How's it going? Did you have a good Friday? Anything fun happening? Any fun plans for the weekend? I know I always ask you a barrage of questions and then it's probably overwhelming, so sorry about that. Oh, good. Yay. Exie says, I'm all right. Thank you for asking. You are welcome. How are you? I'm good, too. I'm so excited for vacation. I have really, what can I say? Like, my vibes are positive right now because I'm getting stuff done today and looking forward to going on vacation. I mean, for the most part, I'm not going anywhere until next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. But still, it's going to be so fun to just do whatever I want all day and all this kind of stuff. So it's quite fun. I'm never able to catch his Chibi streams. Is this the first one you've seen of the Cliff Burton? I think we're going to finish him today. I'm pretty sure that there's not much work left to do. I keep thinking it. I think it probably won't happen this way, but I keep thinking like maybe we'll end the stream early because there's so little work to do that I might be able to finish it early. But I always find a way to keep adding details and doesn't finish early. Okay, so E11 was the shadow color that I used here. So either E13, which is actually a pretty decent step up, or E15, that's a really... Yeah, let's do E13. When I cover up 13, it seems like too big of a jump between 11 and 15, so let's do 13. E13. E13. Oh, yeah. Exy says, yeah, except on Discord. Yeah, that's interesting because you remembered. You remembered this guy's name on Wednesday, and I could never remember it. Cliff Burton. So, yeah, that surprises me that you didn't actually see any of them. Yeah, except Discord, like you said. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to join for the last one, then. Because I haven't done a person, a human chibi in a long time, I realize. Oh, I just realized I don't have my reference image. I don't really need it right now, but I'll probably need it for later. So hold on a second. I completely forgot that I had a reference image. I gotta stand up to do it because it's on my other screen, which I can't see from there. Okay, there it is. Yeah, my setup is so that, like, I stream from my drafting table here, but my main PC, where all of my stuff on my screen over here is, and where I'm, like, recording the stream, and then the stream is coming through the PC, is one workstation over, so I have to, like, get up and go over there. Okay, anyway. Now I gotta move OBS real quick. Hold on, I gotta adjust my digital workspace real quick. Okay, that's better. Alright. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I definitely don't need it yet because it's just really obvious there should be some extra shadow right here. Because not only the face is curving around this way, but the hair is covering it up over here, so I definitely need extra shadow here. Just from the logic, even on just on the chibi, not even having to do with the reference image. I'll also put a little bit under here. Oh, and this ear will also be in shadow because it's actually even farther behind than that part of the cheek. And then I'll do a little bit on his arm here. Because there's the strap, there's the hair, there's so many things blocking the light right there. I already need another sip of water. It's quite hot today. I don't know what the exact temperature is, but the high was like 37 Celsius, so it's summer. It's really summer now. Here. Okay, I'm thinking about whether I want to do a little extra marker on top. Now, I think I'll wait and do colored pencil. Because I want to smooth this transition from light to mid to dark. But I'll do it with colored pencil. So, good with this marker. A little swatch sheet. And, so what's the next darkest thing? I'm happy with the skin, so maybe the hair. Hairs. Yeah, it's so hot, huh? Exy says 37? That's crazy. Yep, and it's only the beginning of summer. It regular gets over 40 here toward the end of summer. We're in like a desert steppe environment, so it's always hot summer. So like, even though I'm in the basement right now, so the basement's usually cooler, but it's still... I'm like literally sweating right now, so that goes to show. So I needed to turn on my fan. And then my sister, who I am making this for, she does gardening work for us. She was doing gardening work out in this heat, so I commend her for that. She always gets to freely consume any drinks that she likes while she's over here working. When she was done, she got a nice, refreshing lemonade. I think I might get a lemonade later, too. Love lemonade, especially in the summer. It's just so good. Okay, it's hard to choose what should be the next color because the reference image, his hair is like blazing red, like almost neon, like a neon red-orange. But since I don't have the background that's in the reference image, I kind of don't want to take it that far because it'll seem weird with just this white background. So I'm trying to tame it, tame it a little bit, like based on the colors that I've already used as well. So I use this one as the base and this as the shadow on top. But maybe this yellow red 18 would be good. Or I could go into the browns, the earth tones. Oh, yeah, this might be good. So looking at these two. And then maybe like this. This is the one I used for shadow. So actually, one of these two might be a nice next color. Because it's meant to be shadow. So I don't want it to be too vibrant because that doesn't make sense with shadow. With shadow, it not only gets darker, but the brightness goes down. The vibrancy goes down. Let's just go for it. Let's try this E09. We'll do E09. Burnt sienna, one of those normal color names. Common color names. Definitely inside his hair, where it's behind his face, this will definitely be in shadow. In fact, on the reference image, this is basically black. That's how strong the shadow is. Okay, and then this side, same thing. And then this will be nice too, because right now the ear and the hair is almost the same color. So this will help that. Those two things stand out from each other. Sarah's here too! Hello! How are you? Yay! Sarah says, I'm here, I made it! Yay! Welcome! Thank you for joining me! Yay! 2 people in the chat today! This is so great. Going on vacation after this. What a nice way to end this work week. Anything fun going on for you recently? Did you have a good day so far? Let's see, it's probably about dinner time for you now, I think. Now I'm just adding little strokes of this shadow color. Not big blocks. I think I'm reserving the big blocks of shading just for this inside part of the hair. And now I'm only gonna use it in lines. But I'll use it right against this little bit, which I left unshaded last time. And then if I add the darker color next to it, it'll make this pop even more. And then, so the reference image, this is all, so the light is coming this way, so this is all very well lit. Maybe there's a little bit of darker stuff here, because the hair comes up and out, so a little bit of shadow here. Oh, it's looking good. And yes, maybe a tiny bit. This section. Vacation. Yes, I'm going on vacation next week. Woohoo! Mostly just a staycation, staying at home and just doing whatever I want, but no work stuff. But next weekend, so not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after that, I'm going to San Jose to watch the U.S. women's national team play against the Wales national team, and hopefully my 2 favorite players will be facing off against each other, so that's going to be really exciting. I really hope. Jess Fishlock is my #1 fave, and Megan Rapinoe is my #2 fave. So, and Megan Rapinoe is my #1 U.S. player fave. But otherwise, just hanging out at home and taking some time off. Mostly because of the Independence Days coming up on the 4th. But also because I like to give myself regular breaks, because it's really hard when you're completely self-motivated in your work and like there's nobody holding you accountable other than yourself. It's really taking breaks really helps. So yeah, go on vacation. Every day this week I've had to add stuff to AutoMod. I'll allow it. It's funny. Oh, Sarah also says we just got back from the diner. The diner? I hope you enjoyed your dinner then. I assume that you had dinner at the diner. And then Sarah's message that I had to add to the mod. Lol, I thought you said number 1 babe. That's 3 different people this week I've had to add. I'll explain it again, since Sarah wasn't here, but I have AutoMod turned on a very strictest setting because I don't want to have to deal with it if some, I don't know, some unpleasant person comes in and tries to make trouble, you know? So, because I want my stream to be enjoyable by pretty much anyone, and so yeah, that's why I have it on the super strict. Oh, good. I'm glad you understand. Sarah says, yeah, because people are toxic. Yep. I just want it to be, I want my stream to be something that people just have a good time, and it's relaxing and fun, and yeah, and it's sometimes, let's see, how can I put this? Stuff that is fun to some people can be uncomfortable to other people, and so I'm trying to keep it at a universal comfort level, if at all possible. But the word babe is fine, because you weren't using it in a gross way, so I added that. I don't think there's a problem. Okay, so I think I'm good with the hair. Nah, looking at the reference image, I had a little bit more down here, actually. Because this side really is so much darker than this side with the way the lighting is in the reference image. So I'll add a little bit more. And I'm doing it with these squiggly lines to help capture the frizzy curliness of his hair, which is like so much, his hair is so much like my hair. Like this is how my hair would be if I didn't like put it in braids or put it in a bun or whatever. Because I don't have bangs, and it's like this same kind of curly where it's kind of straight at the top but still frizzy, and then it's really curly at the bottom. Okay, I'm much happier with that. Especially right here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, same. I've never, for me personally, it's never been a flirty term for me, so I mean I understand it when other people say it to each other or whatever, but Sarah says I'm not even comfortable saying things as a joke with babe in a more flirty way. Just misheard fave as babe. Okay, what's the next darkest thing on here? Either the eyes probably or the pants. And I'll just leave the shoes with only 2 colors because they're so tiny. They're itty bitty. So I don't really think more marker, because marker is a certain thickness. At least these markers are. I don't think I could fit more in, really. So the pants or the eyes. Let's do the pants. I think the pants are. And we don't do too much darker, just one little, probably one little stripe right there. Boop, right there. Maybe this one. Ooh, this seems nice. Here's the, so I was using this and then this. Maybe that's a bit too dark though. What about this page? B26, so this is the one I was using. But that's not that big of a difference. So yeah, I think I actually will go back to this other color I was looking at. Prussian Blue. B39. B39. Oh, it's so hot here, everybody. I'm so sweaty. I have the fan on me and everything. It's not enough. This is one where I think I will go over... Oh, but I could use colored pencil in there too. Okay, I'll use colored pencil in this too. Right here. Because the guitar will be blocking some light. Yeah, like that. I think that's good. Okay, that's good. Man, these colors look nice together too. I love making my little rainbow of markers as I work on these like chibis. It's so nice together. Okay, next thing. Eyes, his eyes. Oh yeah, and I did like 1,000 different colors in his eyes. Well, not 1,000, but I mixed a lot of colors. I don't usually do that. I don't know. Might actually do the same thing I did earlier. Instead of going for a more vibrant but darker color, might go for a less vibrant and darker color. Oh! This one might be nice. What does it look like compared to this? BG18. So it's this. Comes this. Yeah, let's try this one. BG99. BG blue-green. BG99. $1,000 marker challenge. That would be interesting. I could just color the same spot over and over, like beep, 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 with 1,000 different colors of marker. I don't think the paper would last. Because I found even on this thicker Bristol paper, eventually, if you add too much color, it, like, the paper can't absorb anymore, and then the marker just sits on top, and it gets this thicker and thicker and thicker, like, goopy, sticky layer. I think 1,000 markers would... It might even, like, start destroying the paper. Like, it's just too much. That still would be an interesting challenge, is to see what actually it does. Ah, it's so good. Just that little small... It gives the eyes so much more depth here. I know it's tiny, so I'm going to hold it up. But adding that, just that little bit of darker green at the top makes the eyes so much more depth, because it really makes it look like the eyelid is on top of the eye and it's not flat. Ah, so nice, so satisfying. I'm gonna even this out a little bit right here. Yep. Another color that looks good with this pile of markers. Okay, next. Not too much. There's not too much left. I think the guitar. And I won't do anything on the fretboard because I'm going to put some white ink stripes on it anyway to be the strings. And it's so thin that I don't think any further shading would show up, would be worth trying to show, because it'll just be covered by the ink anyway. So I think this yellow for the gold will be my next one, and then some final shading on the black parts of the guitar. So the yellow I use is this one, Yellow Red 23. I usually actually go to the earth tones. I just want to check Where's the yellow red? Yellow red, yellow red. Yeah, there's nothing that looks like a shadow color of this within this group. So I'll just go to the earth tones and go to the more yellow selection of earth tones. There's like a crumb in here. That's weird. Okay. Although it's metallic, so that means that it will be, actually it's weird, I've used this elsewhere, this E57, but it actually looks like a nice color. Since it's metallic, the shadow would be exceedingly dark compared to something that was not metallic. That's just what makes it look metallic, is that shadow is like so dark and the highlight is so bright compared to everything else is more even. So yeah, let's just do E57. Woo! Plopped into my chair. Plopped into my chair. I'm gonna leave these little circles. Oh, you can't even see them because they're so tiny. I'm not even going to try on these. These are too small. The tip of the marker is bigger than those. So we'll definitely lose the gold. I'm just going to do a little bit on these keys. Or knobs, I'm not sure. They're the thing you twist them to make the string tighter or looser. I'll just do a little bit on there. There, that's good. Just very small. Oh, come on camera, let's do this. There, just a little bit. More shading on these bottom two because the light's coming from above, so. Okay, so the guitar body, I used toner 7, toner gray 7. I wonder if I should just go ahead and jump, because the body of the guitar is actually so black in this picture, in the reference picture I mean. You can't tell where the guitar ends and where the shirt begins. So, it's like it's mostly, there's just a little bit of highlight here where this orange light is hitting. So I think I mostly just need to fill this in. But as far as so that's the reference image, but this is the Chibi. And for the Chibi's sake, I want the guitar to look different from the shirt. So maybe I'll just go with like the T9. So it's not, because this marker here is the one that's called black. The number is 100. So not even do T10, but do a step down from the darkest toner gray, T9. And then that way, even if I fill in this whole guitar body, it should still be perceptibly different from the shirt. So T9, toner gray 9. So tiny. Yep. My Chibi bodies over the years have getting tinier and tinier and tinier, and everything is so small. It's just, I didn't do it on purpose. It just naturally started happening as I was drawing so many Chibis. I started feeling like I wanted them smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay. I think there's reflected light hitting the bottom of the guitar from the floor, so I'm leaving that part unshaded. I'm going to also use colored pencil to make it smoother, because this guitar body is like a nice, it's got this nice smooth texture you can just see as it curves around the different, like these little horns and stuff. Okay, so I gotta get my other reference picture out that was just of this guitar, because the head of the guitar is not in my main reference photo, so give me a second to bring that up. So, there it is. This is pretty cool. This is actually a replica guitar made with the blessings of his family, because he had this like custom guitar that he like Frankensteined all these different guitar parts together. So it's like 3 different bass guitars, and so yeah, you can get the replica of his guitar. But as I'm looking at this, even though you can see like highlights and shadows on these keys and everything, this just looks very dark. The only place I'm seeing any highlight is on this edges down here. So I think I'll just do I'll follow what I did here, where the orange light is hitting, leaving a little bit of the base color, and then otherwise fill the whole thing in. So that's what I shall do now, and being very careful not to color in these tiny little dots. Which is a little bit more difficult than it might seem, because the marker spreads a little bit. When you tap it on the paper, it goes shoop, because the paper sucks it up, so it's like shoop. But I did it. They are intact. My little dots. So I'm going to do one more look, but I think I'm done with marker. I think I'm ready for colored pencils. I mean, maybe if I want to do something on his, the wyvern on his shirt, actually, because it's metallic. Oh, Satoita is here too. Hello! Yay! Oh, good. I'm glad you made it home safely. Satoita says I made it and rescued my patio plants too. They were super thirsty in the sun. Yeah. Super hot, super sunny today. Yay! I'm glad you like it. Woohoo! He's so cute, Satoita says. He's almost done. Ready to go and do colored pencil now. Yay! I'm so glad we get to see the final, oh, what is the word? Final bit of his creation? I don't know. There's like a word. Anyway, color pencils. Color pencil. I had a feeling of a nostalgia, Satoita, because it's been so long since you watched me like do a chibi person, I feel like, because we used to be in Artist Alley together all the time. Ages ago. Ages and ages ago. Okay, I gotta find a way to make this fit, because my colored pencil kit is so big. Oh, right. Turning it and stuffing it up under my... I have a little platform thing on my desk here, and this is what my camera sits on, and so I'm gonna push the colored pencils under there, and then that way I can still have the chibi on screen, but also access all my colored pencils. What is this? What is this spinning? Hyper. Little spinning thing. Oh man. Yeah, there's 3 people here with me today. Yay! So happy, everybody. Thank you for joining me. So fun. So fun to be together. Okay, what do I want to do? Wow, I'm glad I did one step down, because even then it's still almost, you can barely tell the difference. Oh, but if I hold it like this, it's much easier to tell. But like this, the light is reflecting on it, and then it's hard to see. Okay, so I think the first thing I'll do is what I was saying with this wyvern is actually metallic. So, actually, I rarely get to use this. I use my actual, it's literally called metallic silver pencil. Okay. Just add a little, not coloring the whole thing in. What I leave as the paper color will look like highlights. So I'm just adding it on the darker parts. And it's got like, because it's following the wrinkles of the shirt. So like right here, the wrinkles are very thin and small and like, but down here it's a bigger one. So that's why this is a bigger section of this silver color. And this way I can draw this foot that got lost because I inked it too close. Yay, its other foot has returned. Okay, here's the little teeny tiny wyvern on his shirt with actual metallic. I don't know if it shows up that well on camera, the fact that it's metallic, but it is metallic colored pencil. Perfect for the Metallica bassist. So just says it's one of Joel's emotes, lol. He has a little mascot named Friend. One of these times I want to make my own little emotes. It's so much work though. That's like a whole project in and of itself. I gotta finish some other project first. Oh yeah, nice. So that's what it just says. Time for well-earned protein smoothie. Using that rice protein you gave me. Wow, I gave you that a while ago. Hope it's still good. I think I gave you that last year. That's probably fine. Okay, now I'm going to... Oh, there's a bunch of pet hairs in here. Hold on. This is so distracting to me. I gotta get the little pet hairs out. I just can't take it. Okay, there are just 2 of them. Now I'm going to use a nice denim colored, blue colored pencil to smooth out the transition from the dark to light on his pants. So I'll actually start with, oh, this is a good one. Maybe this one. Ah, no, it's a little too gray. Okay, never mind. So I'm actually going to start with this lighter one for the lighter side. And you don't need too much, just a little bit. At the point where the 2 markers meet, that line, just a tiny bit on top of that, and he smooths it out. Super easy. So relatable. What's so relatable? Protein smoothie? I lost track of what I was saying, so I don't know what you're replying to, but that happens all the time, so sorry about that. Oh. I'm glad I'm not alone. Sarah says, getting distracted by needing to remove animal hairs. Oh man, I do it all the time. I just can't stand it. That's why I have a lint roller, like a sticky roller, in almost every floor of the house. So there's like a hair. I'm like, alright, sticky roller, and then it just cleans up real quick. I try not to let it to be so big of a distraction that I'm like forgetting to do my work, but yeah, something like that. I'm not going to be able to look at anything but the pet hairs, so I gotta get them out. So I'm adding a tiny little bit of shading right here to show the knee on the pants. It's the tiniest little, like a couple millimeters right there, so that shows the knee. Okay. Alright, pants done. Pants looking good. What else? Maybe I want to move on to... Oh, I can do the shoes. They're right next to the pants. So I didn't want to do any more marker work because it's just such a tiny little area, but I can do a little colored pencil to get it darker. I need a pencil sharpener though. All my browns are fairly dull. So where, oh. I redid my room a little bit and I forgot where my pencil sharpeners were. They're just over here. Oh, I had to think for a second though. Wait, what? I kept looking over here and I'm like, no, they're not there. They're not there anymore. They're just the opposite direction. Okay. Do I want this one? For these? I think I do. Okay, I'm gonna sharpen it a little bit. This one's actually not too bad, but since I got the sharpener, I'll get that. Because it's so tiny of a space, I want this as sharp as possible so that I have the tiniest tip possible. Satuita, always hairs. Yep. It's just a fact of nature. All of us hairy mammals. It's not too bad though. It's really easy to pick them, get rid of them, and move on. It just, it's not like I'm embarrassed or anything, but I realize that I'm doing it when I'm doing it on screen. Otherwise, it's just automatic, and I don't think about it at all. But then I'm like doing it in front of you guys, and I'm like, oh, I'm getting a hair, and look, I just got another one. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, this thing that's automatic, I am conscious of doing it now, and it's just kind of a weird feeling. Okay, so, I guess I'll show you. I did this tiniest little bit. Again, so tiny. Oh, come on, camera, you can do it. Let me click the button again. There we go. A little bit on the side of this shoe, and more on this leg, which is farther back from this leg. So there's a little bit of shadow there. That's funny. Satuita says in my time lapses it shows me pulling hairs from my brush too. Oh man, but with a paintbrush is especially important because you could be like brushing and then there's an extra hair and then you get a line you didn't want. Sarah says, eensy weensy itty bitty. And Satuita says, aw, bitty bell bottom man. Yep. So small. So small. It's been so long since I did a human for a chibi. Because I love animals so much, when it's up to me, I always just do an animal. What's next? Maybe the skin. That is one of my favorite parts because it's not just going to be about smoothing transitions from light to dark, but also adding the cute blushies on the cheek, which has nothing to do with the reference image. I love adding the little blushies on the cheek. That's my favorite thing. It's because it's a chibi, so the chibi has the cute little blushies no matter what. But first I want to smooth out the skin tone shadows for some. I wonder about this one, might be a little too dark. How about this one? Yeah, this looks pretty good. But I don't know about the tip. Should I sharpen? I think it's alright. Especially if I hold it on its side a little bit and go real light. Oh yeah. In fact, this might be a little bit too light, but oh, it's good over here though because the marker just naturally ended up lighter over here, which is great because the light's coming from over here. It's nice, smooth transition, especially for the skin. I think is important because the skin is just generally smooth, so. Ooh, we only have 15 minutes left. I'm having such a good time with you guys. Yes, make him fab. You got it. Oh, well then I will do that. Satoita says he also has light freckles if you want to get detailed. Heck yeah, the face is the biggest part, so I have a little bit of anime stylized freckles. Perfect. Wow, he really is. Because I have light freckles. Why are we the same? We have a similar ancestry. Interesting. Similar hair, similar skin. Similar favorite band. Well, because he's in the band. Or what? Yeah, he was in his lifetime. Okay, I definitely need to go a step darker. Ooh, what's good though? This one? Or maybe I'll actually go to this one. But it's just so... Oh, actually, when I hold it over here... Yeah, this one will be good, I think, actually. Yay. Smooth. Nice and smooth. So easy to get into. To get into this and just... Like, I'm just enjoying the act of putting the colored pencil on. Like, it's so smooth and nice. Okay, one more step darker. So that'll be what? Maybe this one. That might be a little too dark, but... that's a bit dark. How about this one? Not really the same kind of color, though. I might have to just let it be. So I'm not really seeing a... And I don't want to... I've done it in the past where I've taken it too far and then I have to like really add a bunch of colored pencil because it showed up too much and it wasn't this lovely softness. It was like, you can see the lines of colored pencil. So yeah, I'll just leave it. I'm just looking it over to make sure there's nowhere else that I want to put like just that transition, that smoothing. I don't think so. So let's do some adorable Chibi. Adorable Chibi pink. Oh wait, no. Let's do the little freckles first. I'll use this color. And then the pink will go on top. And the anime stylized ones is like really even, really symmetrical. Yeah, I think that's enough. Let's show you this. There. Not too much, because you really can't tell in the reference picture at all. Just nice and light, little small detail. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening, Satoita puts. They're usually washed out in the photo shoots. She also was, ah! Yay, glad you like it. Yay! Let's see. His skin is so light, I'll start with this very light peach pink. Oh, look, it's literally called blush pink. Perfect. Start with that. I always love it right next to the eyes. Oh, it's getting adorable. It's getting adorable. Ah. This is the best part of doing a human chibi. This is so fun for me. With this little bushy on it. So cute. So fun. I think I'll leave it like this on this cheek because it's like perfect. This is the perfect amount of pink for the well-lit part of the skin. I'm gonna go a step darker over here though because it's just disappearing into the shadow. So, maybe that's a little kind of neonish. Well, let me try it on this paper first and see. Oh, that'll actually work nicely. Okay. So that it looks blushy even through the shadows over here. And here's this little, adorable little blushing chibi cheeks. Although if he everything else follows through, and his skin really was like mine, then he would naturally just have a red cheeks anyway, because that's exactly what my skin is, so light that it's just, my whole face is pretty, not like disturbingly red, but it's definitely, you can see like the blood under the skin, I guess. So one other thing I like to do is just do a little line right of like red right along the bottom of the eyes. And this is another just totally stylistic thing. It's not based on the reference image. It's not based on anything real about him. It's just my own stylization of human chibis. I just really like how it looks with a little bit of red under there. There. Just that little tiny, oh, it's not focusing. Sorry about that. Sometimes it works, and then sometimes it's like, no, I'm not going to autofocus. There. And then it's so small, so like when you see it from this far away, you can barely even tell. Okay. Oh yeah. Same. Sarah says my cheeks are rosy too. Yeah, we the same. And I can even feel right now because it's so warm in here. I mean, my cheeks are definitely even redder than usual. Oh, thank you. Exie says looks amazing. Yay! Thank you very much. It's especially nice to hear because I know I've said it like 1,000 times today, but I have not done a human chibi in a long time, it feels like. So it's good to know that they still look good. Let's see what else. I think it's time. I don't know if I want to do anything on the hair. Maybe, okay, I'll take it a little bit darker. Just inside of here mostly, I think. So what's a good color? Maybe this one. Needs sharpening though. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with the hair, and I just want to put like a little bit of white highlights, like anime style, because of course this is an anime style drawing, like on this side maybe, and maybe like, one right here. Anyway, but that will be with white ink. So it'll be that really bold anime style highlight, but like right in here, let's make it a little darker. And then also take advantage of that smooth transition that we can get with the colored pencils. Oh yeah. And that's it. That's all I need. Yes, it's so nice. Instead of just this flat, it's like it's coming from a dark place, getting lighter and lighter and lighter. What time are we at? Oh, we only have 6 minutes. I'm so close to done. I think I will keep streaming even if I go over a little bit, but hopefully I can finish it within time still. Especially because I know it is super late for Exie always, so I don't want to take too long. Also, because I'm looking forward to movie night, we're watching the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and I've only seen it once, and I remember liking it quite a bit, so looking forward to getting reacquainted with it. And that will be the end of my watching all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So what I'm doing here is adding a little light gray to make that smooth, lovely transition on the body of the guitar here. Instead of the hard line that is there from the marker. A little bit up here on the head. Okay, nice. And I'm gonna take the dark one actually, and hopefully, no, I gotta go a little bit lighter. But I want to actually add some highlight that's not in the actual reference. I just want to help the guitar stand out a little bit more against his shirt. So just put a little line right there. Anything else before I... Oh! I'm going to take this really light green. I don't know if that's light enough. Maybe I'll just use white because it's so bright. But I like to do a little highlight right here at the bottom of the pupil where the light is coming into the eye. But I think I'll do it with ink because it's such a light green actually that I don't think any of my colored pencils are light enough anyway. Okay, so before I'm done with colored pencils, do my favorite thing with colored pencils. It's just as fun as adding that white ink, is that anywhere there's a shadow, add a little bit of purple. And it just makes it so much more colorful, like the whole thing just comes to life. And once it's done, you still might not even really notice that there's purple on there unless you're looking at it really close, and yet somehow it's just so vibrant looking. Let's add that on the face and everywhere. Anywhere there's a shadow. And the hair. Even do a little bit on the guitar. Can look like a little bit of reflected light even. And some on the shirt. Yeah, sure. Some on the shirt. And I'll put a lot on the hair on this side. But not this side, because this side is the side in shadow. And I'm doing the squiggly lines. Maybe they won't really show up, but this can keep those squiggly lines. Aoife just stretched and went, I don't know if you heard that. Keep the squiggly lines going, keep the texture of the hair intact. Right here at the, oh, what do you call that? The part in the hair. Then maybe even a little bit in the eyes. Oh yeah. So colorful. So nice. A tiny bit where the eyelid is going in. Oh yeah, the ear is back in shadow back here. There. Yeah, I'll show the result with the purple. Oh good, it autofocused. Yay! Like it blends in so well, you kind of have to look for it. Okay, colored pencil's done. Almost done, just time for, I gotta get out my main drawing kit. Yes, that's exactly what I learned too. Satoita says, I learned from high school teacher the purple shadow works well because default light source is yellow, complementary colors. Yes! Taught me by pushing me to use light purple highlight on lemon, still life, and it was super effective. Yes! That's what I learned too. I think I learned it from someone on DeviantArt actually, but either way, ever since I started doing that, I was like, oh yeah, it doesn't even matter if the light source is actually yellow in the picture you're drawing. It's just because that's what everybody's used to, because that's the world that we live in. And so it works like on pretty much any picture. Okay, which one of these is smaller? This one. So start with what I was saying, do a little tiny highlight just where the iris ends and the pupil begins. On this side too. On this side it'll be especially effective because, or at least especially apparent because it's a lot darker with this hair hanging over. And then go to the big one. Do the main awesome anime style highlights in the eyes. Real big, juicy highlight. And since it's a chibi, we'll do a few more little extra dots because that makes it even more adorable. Plus, it could just be because it's the lighting of the photo shoot or something. Oh, looks good. It's like he became alive because of the eye highlights. Okay, now adding the... Oh, there. This pen didn't want to write for a second. Adding the highlights on the hair. And again, do little squigglies. Up here. Nice. And I'm actually going to take the big one and do a little bonus fatter line to be like more like anime style. Maybe a little bit here too. And some on the guitar bits. And I'm even going to go over the black ink because I think that'll make it even look even more shiny. It's like the highlight is so strong that it's covering the black ink. Okay, and for the guitar strings, I'm going to use a ruler. It's a bass guitar, so hopefully I can fit 4 strings. And it is very small though, so we'll see. Oh, it does not want to write next to the ruler. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And it doesn't even have to be a complete line, because it could just look like the string is catching the light here but not there. That kind of thing could be happening. Sweet, it looks like I can fit 4 strings in. Yes. Come on, pen. Don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. There we go. That one's just not as shiny as the other ones. Okay, last string. Let's do this. And there we go. And I gotta make sure not to draw the string on top of the hand, because that would not make any sense. There! Phew! Show you the little guitar strings. Boom! Tiny, teeny tiny chibi guitar strings. Actually, I know I'm a bit over now, but like I thought, the bottom part has these little gold bits again. I'll just use the white too, because they're teeny tiny, so I'll just do this little 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to show the part where the guitar strings are attached at the bottom. And then also there's some knobs here. 2 of them are black, so you can't really see them. The other one is gold. Maybe it's not even a knob. Yeah, I think the gold part is where the amp plug goes. So again, I'm just going to use the white. Oh, which is really hard because I put colored pencil here and the gel pen does not like to do it. But I did it! Yay! There, so now the hardware is pretty much accounted for. Okay. I think we might be done. I'm double checking. But I think we're done. I think we're done. Oh, I just saw something that I want to put a little like patch on. A tiny bit of marker went outside the lines right here on his eye. So I'm going to put a little bit of colored. It can't completely mask it, but I'm just going to put a tiny bit of colored pencil to help blend it in a little bit. Oh, I hope I'm not forgetting anything, but I'm pretty sure I'm done. Let me sign it. That's something I need to do. Line on guitar body, I think you wanted to do. Line on the guitar body. Line? What line did I want to do? I don't remember. Or is it this one? I did that. Or maybe I should do a little with gel pen, just a tiny bit. Oh, and maybe here too. Actually, now that you're saying that, now that you said that, I don't know if that's what you meant, but oh yeah, and that looks nice. Where the orange light is hitting. Okay, now I'm gonna sign it though. I mean, it's not like I can't keep adding stuff, so I'm just gonna sign it real quick. 2023. Separate shirt from guitar. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I've got that little. I added a little tiny bit of the white. I think I'm done. Yay! Okay. Let me hold it up. The final look through. A few minutes late. Okay, come on. Come on, camera. Thank you. Here he is. Chibi Cliff Burton. Yay! Wow, I'm pretty proud. I don't know if I've ever done a Chibi guitar before. And there you can see that just a little bit to be the difference between the, oh, I'm not holding it nice for you guys to see the difference between the shirt and the guitar. Just a tiny little. And then here too. Oh, hooray! All done. Just in time for me to go on vacation. Hooray! So, vacation means I will not be back next week, and also the Monday after that I will be off as well. So, hopefully I'll see you guys in a while. Oh, yay, thank you. Exie says the eyes look so good. Yay, I'm glad you think so. I got to admit, I put the most colors into them, and I'm kind of proud of it because it turned out really nice, as mixing so many different colors to make the eye colors. Yay, thank you so much for your nice comments. Oh good, yay! It feels like a party right now. Satoru said he's so beautiful. Got such pretty colors on his eyes. Yay! So glad you think so. Especially this is for you, so. You're welcome. You're welcome. Exie says thank you for the stream. See you on the next stream. Yeah, I hope to see you guys in 2 Wednesdays. Yeah, so I'll be back in 2 Wednesdays for a lucky dip. I really hope to see you then. If not, though, I still wish you a very wonderful next, what it'll be, 10 days? Have an excellent next 10 days. Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching.